Let's connect with Mr. P.K. Goel, now Director Finance with IOC. Mr. Goel, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Goel, at a time when Indian rupee has appreciated by about 8% against the dollar, oil marketing companies have announced a cut of only 50 paisa per litre. So what were the considerations behind such a small cut?
No, it is based on the rupee depreciation. We have to take the average appreciation of rupee for the last fortnight, and on that basis we have reduced the MS prices and given the benefit to the consumers.
What is your current realization when it comes to petrol, and at the current retail level, is IOC making money when it comes to the petrol sales?
No, as in today it is at par, but up to September the oil companies have having under recovery of roughly 2600 crores. But as on today it is more or less at par.
So if you are not making money in your petrol retailing business, why have you slashed prices? You are a listed company, and I'm sure you are also answerable to your shareholders.
No, we are not telling we are not making money. We are not making losses, I am telling you, but whatever the reasonable margins are there, that is already there in the price build-up.
And
Mr. Goel, is there a possibility of you deducting prices further?
It all depends upon the rupee movement and the international prices of gasoline in the international market. It all depends upon that. As you know that yesterday the rupee has depreciated by 66 paisa. It all depends upon the movement of rupee and the prices in the international market.
So give us the next level of... Right, go ahead.
If there is a favorable condition in the market, definitely we will pass on the benefit to the consumers.
Right. Mr. Goel, when you say benefit, you must be having some benchmark in terms of a rupee level as well as a crude oil level, wherein after that you would be undertaking further price cuts. If you could reiterate some of that.
There is no such benchmark. It depends upon the fortnightly prices of gasoline, that is motor spirit in the international market, and fortnightly movement in the rupee. That depends upon that we make the payments to the refiners, that is the refinery gate price. Based on that we work out our under recovery or over recovery. So it all depends upon the market situation.
So if rupee appreciates by 1% from these levels, how will life change for IOC?
No, we have mentioned earlier also, if rupee appreciates by 1 rupee, there is a over recovery of 77 paisa, means there is a 77 paisa gain is there.
Okay, and what happens to diesel?
Diesel also it is in the same range, roughly 78 paisa, 79 paisa.
And a $1 crack in crude, how will life change for IOC? What I'm trying to understand from you is I'm trying to understand numbers.
See, if crude is reduced by $1, it affects the prices by 33 to 35 paisa.
Right. Mr. Goel, are you also considering a bond issue to raise debt?
No, recently we have raised the 400 Sing dollar in the international market in Singapore. That has got a over response, and it oversubscribed by 10 times. So we have raised 400 million Sing dollar recently on 4th of this month.
Mr. Goel, have you got any indications from the government on cash compensation this quarter?
No, government, we have received a letter that government has indicated that only in the winter session of budget they will put up the supplementary budget. On that basis only we may get the compensation.
Any indication of what could be the quantum?
But we have taken up with the Ministry of Petrol. That is very difficult, but up to September we have an unmet under recovery of 30,000 crores, more than 30,000 crores.
This includes Q1 and Q2 or only for Q2?
Is both. For Q1 it was 17,400 and for Q2 it is roughly 13,000 crores.
Final question, Mr. Goel. Global rating agencies have indicated that they are not very happy with the cash flow and with the debt position of Indian OMCs, and they are looking at, or they possibly could cut the rating.
It all depends upon the rating of India, sovereign rating. If they downgrade sovereign rating, then only they will consider the oil companies rating.